I want to say hello to the wonderful and fabulous Eileen Shapiro. Hello and welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
Hi, guys.
Hi, baby cakes. How are you? How are they?
Good.
And how are the girls?
How are the girls?
They're fab.
They're there.
love those girls.
I can get more explicit later.
Well, anyway, you're out of doors, so the weather's got to be nice.
It's like 90 degrees here.
Wow, here it's only 76.
Oh, wait, we got to say hi to Chad. Chad,
yes.
Say hi to Eileen.
Hello, Miss Shapiro. How you doing?
I'm good, Chad. I miss you.
Good to see your pretty face.
Aw.
Looks nice out. Except
Chad,
it's hot.
Are you all right in the hurricane?
No, we're down. We're too far south in Florida. It's northern Florida that's getting it. The Gulf, and northern Florida. We're good.
Wait, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and then it's going right out to Smithtown to blow away a yellow house in a cul-de-sac with a lady that lives in it with striped-colored hair.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
There it is.
And she's going to fly in the air.
Like a witch.
On a broom.
For Halloween.
On my favorite transportation.
Because it's Halloween.
There you go.
Anyway, so what's going on? You're out in the 90-degree humid weather, which sucks. Here it was 74 this morning. Imagine 74 in the desert. Today's going to be a high of 80. Tonight down to 62. No, 62. So I love that. You sleep with a blanket at night and you run around naked in the daytime.
We're still using air conditioning.
Yeah, well.
We are too.
No, we're not.
At night.
No. No, not for the last 5 nights. That's why I've been sleeping and I have no aches. Fucking air
conditioning. Jimmy, you're using air conditioning for another reason.
Yeah.
And it's not the weather.
Air conditioning hurts my bones. I hate it. Do you like air conditioning?
I do.
I mean, doesn't it hurt you?
No.
Oh.
We're using it in the daytime. At night, we put it on 75 and it works.
Everything I say, he's contrary. I'm divorcing him. I'm taking the
Okay,
dog.
I'm in here.
I'm getting an apartment by myself here.
Real quick, we want to get some shout-outs now that I can see what's going on.
And then I'm going to go out and screw every guy I meet.
Yeah, that's nice. Right. We want to say hi. B. Claudia's in the chat room from Germany, and Pat Grant says, looking great. Eileen from Canada, and Alphonse Guardino. Hey, what's up? The fabulous New York City photographer. And hero is Patricia. So she's in Florida. Soon she's tuning in, even though she's in like Pompano or someplace, and
Pompano is okay. It's gone up to Jacksonville. It's in Tallahassee, the very northern tip into Georgia, up to South Carolina, North Carolina. Then it's going, as I said, to Eileen's house, and it's going to blow the roof of Eileen's house, and it's going to blow her top off.
Pat Grant says it was snowing in Canada.
Why not?
Really?
Anyway, the hurricane's going to blow Eileen's top off, and then she's going to run down into Smithtown without a top on. They're going to arrest her, and then we have to fly up there to bail her out.
Ron, I don't need a hurricane to blow my top off.
I have news for you. I know about 10 guys that would be so happy to help you up with that blouse. Believe me. This gal gets the guys. Let me tell you, everybody's in love with her. Everybody wants to marry her. It's a joke. She really has a...
I want to marry you.
Yeah, but you can't. I'm married to this thing next to me.
No, he can.
Thing?
You're very mean to me on the show today, and tomorrow,
I'm not mean.
Brandy and I go looking for an apartment tomorrow.
He keeps saying Brandy and I and the new dog are getting an apartment. We haven't even gotten the new dog yet because I want to get a little dog, a little teeny dog.
But I'm letting him know.
You want a poodle, right, Jimmy?
I want a poodle, but he doesn't totally love just poodles, so I think we're going to get a multi-poo, which is a Maltese and poodle mix.
And let me explain a little something about marriage. Marriage is wonderful the first 3 months. Everybody loves each other, and it's so wonderful. 6 years later, which is our anniversary, in a couple of days, we're going to be married 6 years. It changes. He became Svengali. Tells me, get up, walk, go, cook, sit, don't, comb your hair, get dressed, put cologne, go into the movies, get in the car, get out of the car, go to the... What the fuck am I, a robot?
Good boy.
I mean,
Ron, that's what wives do.
You know what? That's why I got. That's why
nice, Eileen.
That's why I divorced 3 of them. I can't be. They tell you what to do. In the beginning, he was so meek and like a little nice guy. He was like, "Would you mind, honey? Would you like to?" He was so sweet, and I thought, "Oh, he's so caring." Now he's fucking Hitler. Walks around. It's like Donald Trump, ordering me around.
I have to make sure he stays on top of everything, or he doesn't remember things.
I'll
always.
just stay on top of you a little more often. And that's another thing they cut you off from after 6 years. I got a headache.
That's not true.
I'm tired.
Actually, our 6-year anniversary is October 15th, which is Monday, which is also my birthday, where I'm going to be 54.
Birthday.
I'm going to be 54, everybody.
Time to get rid of him
You
and
got
get a
married
young
on
one.
your birthday?
Yeah, we got married on my birthday.
Yep.
Oh, how cool is that?
Well,
Yeah,
I figured
it
I won't
was.
this way I won't forget.
That way he doesn't have to buy 2 presents.
No, I
He
always
can just
get-
buy
You
one.
know, you're such a lying fuck. I get you always 2 presents. But
Actually, he gets more than that
Actually, I
usually.
give
I know what he got you for Christmas, and I know everything was pink, your favorite.
I love pink.
Right, I know.
I have this awesome
Shopping.
pink jacket that I wore in my public
Yeah.
service announcement last week. I
Is
can't
it?
wait till I
When
get to
you
watch it
it's
here.
so easy to shop for a fairy. All you do is get pink. They love it, those queens. Anyway, so what's going on with Billy Hess and my and Mark and all my little pals?
Aaron and Ike.
Aaron
Have you seen Ike
and
lately?
Ike.
We haven't seen Ike.
You know what? I haven't, and he just texted me because I messaged everybody in the world, and he said he misses us.
I like the little crew in New York. I do miss them. They're sweet guys.
And Aaron better get in the chat room if he knows what's good for her. I warned her.
Ghostly Beard is in the chat room. Say hi to
I know.
Patrick.
I said hello to him. I miss him. I
Hey,
miss you.
Everybody from New York is still on my Facebook page. They have not dumped me or abandoned me, which I'm thrilled about. And we contact each other, every day about things that are happening. And, Billy Hess is doing well. I love the pictures he shot of you. Don't you?
Billy Hess is like the
Fabulous.
he's magic with me.
No, it's magic with everybody.
He is. I'm lucky. I have Al. I have Billy. I have the best photographers in the world. I do.
Yeah, when we come to New York, I want Billy to do a headshot so I could look 30. Thin
And you will.
and gorgeous. 30, thin, and gorgeous. That's what I want.
actually, too, when we come here, we have a great photographer here too, Stacy Click, Stacy Walter. She goes with us to all our red carpet events and takes pictures for us. It's fabulous.
And she edits them. So if you look like this, crooked, she doesn't put it up there.
And we
That's
should
why
give,
Billy goes with me.
it's BillyHess.com, right? We should give him a little plug. You guys,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
need a photographer in New
Oh,
York,
yeah.
BillyHess.com,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure is what it
He
is.
covers
And if you
that-
want your hair done, you go to Mark's salon. He's been doing
that's right.
all the famous people. Sandra Bernhard, he did. And you know what happened? So we go to the Pines to see Sandra, and he gets to go in the back room with her. Billy and I are out there. We're like, do you know who we are? We're out in the back waiting, and
What?
he's in there.
What, combing her hair?
No, he wasn't doing her hair. We were outside waiting for the show to start because we weren't allowed in.
Into where, the bathroom?
No, into the show area.
No,
'Cause they weren't letting people in. They had to stay out with the common people and the ticket holders.
Oh, I would never.
She's not used to standing. He would never do that.
would
He would.
never. I would turn around, get on the ferry, and go home, and then say, "How dare you?" I'm not.
I had to review it.
Yeah, but we're not public. We're media. Media gets treated nice, so they don't go. I told Jimmy that. Mr. Blackwell, my best friend in the world, 10 worst dress list, told me years ago, Ron, do not pay for anything. Be a guest or don't go. Because if you have to critique something and pay for it, then you're not valuable. If you're valuable, they will have you there comped, and then you write about it.
I agree. No, they gave us front row seats, and she shouted out to all of us. I was with Mr. Mike Todd from Get Out.
How's Mike? Say hi for me.
Hi, Mike.
No, when you see him.
He always listens to us, so
No,
we
he
should say hi to
don't.
Mike.
He's
Mike
He
Todd
doesn't-
from Get Out Magazine. Everybody follow at Get Out Mag on Twitter and Get Out Mike on Twitter and at Billy Hess Photos on Twitter and at Eileen Shapiro 3 on Twitter and at Dr. Jimmy Star on Twitter and at Ron Russell Show on Twitter.
And when you go to Sutton Place, New York, look Mark up. He does beautiful hair.
He does. He really does.
He's been
And-
posting
and-
lots
and-
of it on Instagram.
And
so.
he's a sweetie pie. He's one of my favorite people, Mark. He's so
And he's
kind.
hot.
Huh?
He's hot, too.
Yeah, he's hot looking, but he's just kind and gentle and soft and easy. And I mean easy sexually. I mean easy as a person. You're easy sexually.
Yes. That's true.
Nah, not true, not true. So what's going on? How are the grandchildren?
They're good. They're good. Matter of fact, Casey's inside. Colin's babysitting Casey.
Say hi to Colin. And what about the dog? Whose dog is that?
That's
should talk-
Erica's dog.
I like that dog. It's cute.
Wait, we got another one. Rex. You got a little puppy. Rex.
Do they get to run around? They just run around the yard. They won't run away? Or you're not at your house?
Here, Rex. Come on. This is
What kind of
Rex. I'll
dog
show
is
you.
it? What's
Can
Rex?
you see Rex?
Oh, see his tail. What is he, like a German? Is he like a German Shepherd?
He's half shepherd, half corgi. He's a really weird mix.
I love it. You gotta love it. It's
He
fun.
looks like a German shepherd, but he's little.
We're gonna get a multi-poo, I think, or some kind of poodle.
Get a white one. Get a white one that you could do with hair and pink little bows.
Yeah, I like that. We had a white.
Ron can walk him.
Not me.
Ron
we have Brandy Star. She's white and cream. You've seen our dog Brandy.
Yeah, she's a great dog. It's the other one that eats people that I'm scared of.
And he's a sweetie pie.
He's sweet. He just likes to eat people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring him in the car and you're like, don't go near the car.
No. You know, because who was it? I think Deirdre or somebody went to the car when he was in the car, and he didn't know it was Deirdre, and he tried to get through the car window to kill whoever it was, and then Deirdre said, Shazam, Shazam, and then he realized it was Deirdre getting in the car. So that's when they were driving to California. So I told the both of them, announce who you are before you go near the car. God forbid you jump in the car, he'll rip your head off. The dog is gentle as he is. I mean, he's an angel.
We bought a new bed, a little teeny pink bed. It's about 2 feet by 2 feet. It's really little.
For Brandy.
We bought it for Brandy, but she won't sleep on it because she just likes to sleep on the hard floor. So we woke up this
bed with us.
Or in bed with us. So we woke up this morning and Shazam, as big as he was totally cuddled and wrapped in a circle on this little teeny bed, which we took away from him because we're going to use it for the new dog. Because he's got a big bed.
130-pound dog wrapped around a little 1.5 by 1.5.
I mean, a little teeny bed. I don't know how the frick he ever did it.
But it's a pink bed, and it has great tassels on each corner. So I bet
you he owns that bed now. I bet
not anymore. We took it away.
No. I had to pull Jimmy off of it one night when we got it because it was pink and had tassels, and he wanted to sleep.
And I love it.
So I had to yank him off the pillow and say, "Come to bed, dear. That pillow's much too small."
I love those pillows, though.
Ron,
those pink pillows.
What color is your bedroom?
Our bedroom is pure white. We did it Andalusian. It's all white and brown. Beams and nothing, but that kind of look, Spanish colonial. And then one wall we did in sort of a tapioca, kind of a yellowy, orangey, browny, tanny.
Who's calling me?
Turn that off. Anyway,
what a weird ring.
That's temporary because we're stoning that wall to look very, very old-fashioned looking,
Aaron Paul joined us.
Where's that bitch?
Aaron, what's up? Aaron's in the chat room.
Hello, Aaron. You're lucky you tuned in.
Where is that bitch?
You guys can follow Aaron Paul. He's at Paul Music on Twitter, and I think he's Aaron Paul Music on Instagram, I think, but it's Paul Music on Twitter. And everybody, soon in a couple of days, Eileen's going to have her interview that she did with Boy George published all over the place for everybody to read.
You did Boy George?
She interviewed Boy George.
I actually did his biography for his first album out in 20 years, and it will be out October 26th.
Nobody
How
told.
cool is that?
I would have congratulated you. Why didn't you tell me, Jimmy?
Because it's just coming out now.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me she interviewed.
I told you she was gonna.
Gonna and did is two different things, dude.
I interviewed him for over an hour.
What was he like?
She was gonna, and then she did.
What's he like? Is he nice?
He's first of all, he's the sweetest man ever, and secondly, he's brilliant. Totally brilliant. Probably one of the smartest men besides you, Ron, that I have ever spoken to in my life. He's absolutely brilliant. And what goes on in his mind is incredible.
Did you ask him if he wanted to come on our show? No.
You know what?
Oh.
I asked his manager.
And his manager said no.
PK. No, he did not say no. And the manager has a wife that's one of the Hollywood wives, and she's going to come on your show. Oh, sorry, Jimmy, I'm supposed to tell you that.
I mean, all this information. Anyway, I interviewed Lainey Kazan, my sweetheart from 100 years ago, friend.
Aww.
And what a job it was to get Lainey. I mean, she's so busy. It was going back and forth. And finally, because, I'm writing now for Celebrity Cafe. Jimmy conned me into it. Yeah, but it's too
She's
much.
writing for it too.
Yeah, but I'm only going to do like 3 or 4. I wanted to do Stella Stevens, but she's got Alzheimer's and she's in a nursing home. So I got depressed. And I thought half of the people that they want me to interview are old. They can't Skype, they can't write. So, it won't be a very happy column. They're like...
Now, who did you just interview yesterday?
I did Sally Kirkland. Yes,
Academy Award winner.
Yeah, no,
she was on an episode of Star Trek.
Sally Kirkland has been in over 200 movies. She's a great actress. She's been around forever. And her mother was the editor for Vogue magazine and Life magazine and put Grace Kelly and Audrey Hepburn on the cover because of her mom. So she came from New York City on 89th Street and wanted to be an actress and went to Strasberg School and hung out with all the actors that were there, like Pacino and the rest of them.
And she's a Best Actress Oscar nominee and a Golden Globe winner.
Right.
Yeah. She's cool. She's really cool.
You should. And I told her that I would like you to interview her, and she said, "Fine, okay." So you have to contact her to interview Sally.
I will.
She's
Ron,
a good interview.
I want to interview somebody with you.
How do we do that?
We can do that easy.
Yeah, we just figure out how to do a 3-way call-in.
Or a 3-way Skype. You can interview them right on Skype. Or you can do a 3-way call-in, which is easy. I do it all the time.
But I can't get any...
We could write something together.
Listen, Lainey, she's my buddy. I love her to pieces. And she said, I'm not coming on Skype. And she said, everybody looks like shit on Skype. I said, no, it's not true. It is true. But Lainey won't Skype. She said, I'll give it a talk interview. I said, no, Lainey, we're a TV show. The first time you were on, we did just radio. But now we're television. Anyway, she's coming to my house because I said to her, I'm going to make her pizza into matzah. My father used to make pizza out of matzah dough, and it is delicious. It's like a crunchy cracker with all the Italian toppings on it. Because, he was an Italo-Hebraic, my father. So every now and then he got Jewish, and then he disappeared and became Italian for 100 years. Then every now and then when it was convenient, he became Jewish. And then he'd use Jewish words, and he used Italian words. I grew up so fucked up, I didn't know who I was, where I was, or what he was talking about. But my father hated churches, priests, and nuns, and he was basically, I think, a man of Jewish philosophy. He was a philosopher like that.
Wait a sec. So we're all interviewers.
You never knew I was part Jewish back, did you? A little bit? Not much.
I did know. know.
Right.
You know how I know?
Why?
Because you had an Italian and Jewish penis, and it was really big, so I knew that.
Stop it.
And I've seen it. And Jimmy, I've seen it.
Stop it. Meanwhile, what's his name is making a television show where he shows frontal nudity. Chris
Pine? No.
Chris Pine.
No, not a TV show. It was a movie.
It's not a movie. It's a TV show.
They don't do TV shows at the film festivals.
No, it's one of those H-Box things. HBO's. Yeah.
I bet she doesn't know who Chris Pine is. Actually, you should know who he is.
I do know who Chris Pine is because he also was in Star Trek.
Oh, that's how she knows all the Star Trek people because she wrote. Because she wrote. Yeah. Tell us what you wrote.
I wrote the Star Trek Federation, the Star Trek Medical Manual, the official one for Star Trek. And Chris Pine was actually the first Captain Kirk in the pilot.
There you go.
Now you would like.
And he was hot.
Well, let me tell you something about him. I read his penis is so large that he has to duct tape it to his leg when he films so it doesn't show.
Okay, so now how do we interview him? Get on that right away.
Well, you get on it.
And he's Skyping.
But anyway, Chris Pine has really become quite a guy. Now I read yesterday in something that 3 other actors have come forward and they said, we're going to do frontal nudity because they're now going to jump on it to be famous. But Chris was the first.
You could do it.
No. I'm into 4 movies. I got 4 movies, but I'm keeping my clothes on.
I know, but maybe you could do one that you're not.
No, never, not at my age.
Ron,
no. Fabulous. People would love it.
You're always talking about age. What do you into that age thing?
Ages. Yeah,
well,
but
I don't know any older gentlemen porn stars yet.
I might.
I know there's a lot. I used to watch that.
I would do.
Called daddy porn.
I would do a centerfold photograph, but I certainly would not do anything where I'm moving or in the film. No, too old, and you got to have a little respect for age too.
Mike Todd, we got a centerfold.
Well, if you want to know big. But I'm shooting a film in a couple of weeks. We're going.
I know. Are you so excited?
No, not at all. To Las Vegas. I'm excited to see Sadie Katz, who I'm going to be working with, who I love.
What kind of character do you play?
I play, believe it, you're going to love it, a minister in Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, who is marrying people. So I'm a man of the cloth. Talk about a stretch, huh? I just have to remember not to say fuck or anything like that in the script. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun because it's a spoof. It's a campy movie about clowns, killer clowns. And I love killer clowns because my favorite movie is...
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I love that movie. It's so demented. So I'm happy to be in it. But I'm really happy because Sadie Katz wrote it and... what's his name? Collins wrote it. Min Collins wrote it. And you should interview Sadie Katz. I'll kill you if you don't.
You're supposed to connect me with her, honey.
Honey, she makes you look square, normal, boring. Okay? She is so...
And I don't know how. That's very hard to do that.
Well, you know what it is right now? She's working. She's finishing a film, which you're going to love, called... What's it? Hanukkah? What is it?
Oh, Hanukkah.
It's called Hanukkah.
It's going to be the first horror
movie about Hanukkah. So it's got to be fabulous. So Sadie's working her tits off right now.
Actually, Sadie's in that, and Caroline Williams is in that. A whole bunch of people. And I think they're going to do a screening in December, at the beginning of December, when it's Hanukkah.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
A big red carpet event. You have to start coming out for some of these events.
Listen, you know what? Noah and Eileen invited me out the beginning of December.
Oh, that's good.
Who's that?
Revolution, Noah and Eileen. Eileen is the crazy Russian that we love so much. She's coming on next week.
Oh, she's
yay!
She needs to be committed. No, she needs to be put away and locked up. But I adore her.
She knows. She's okay with it.
I adore her. Oh my God, she's on next week.
Yeah, she's coming on next week.
Oh, I can't wait. I said to Jimmy a couple of weeks ago, whatever happened to her? I thought she was our friend. She loved us. I said, she's abandoned us. He said, no, she's coming on soon. She's a riot. And a brilliant, brilliant woman.
So hold on.
How do you know her?
First of all, she's my friend. Second of all, she's our client. And third of all,
her band Revolution.
No, her.
Oh, that's right. Your Revolution. I just put it together.
She's part of Revolution.
I never think of it that way because she was a stand-up comic for a while, and I encouraged her to do it, and she didn't like it. And I said, you have me cracking up on the show all the time. I don't stop laughing. She's a wonderful...
We're writing a book together.
Good. What with her humor?
No, it's her art. Her art.
And her artwork.
She's a fine artist.
She's a brilliant woman.
Brilliant.
I mean, I enjoy her so much. She's supposed to come visit us. She never did.
They will. They live in where do they live?
San Francisco. Well, they live in a little town called Terry, right outside of San Francisco.
San Francisco. It's like 8 hours away.
So for them, you'll fly here, but for us,
no, actually, they're going to fly her.
Have a good trip.
While I'm there.
Have a good trip.
Then they'll drive. They'll come visit us. We'll have a dinner party. It'll be fun. We'll go to a red carpet event. Aaron says he wants to come too.
Aaron, screw you, Aaron. I mean, you don't even send me hugs and loves and kisses anymore on Facebook. You do like a Uncle Ron, some shit. Meanwhile, you look stunning in all the clothes that you wear. Everything is so outrageous. What do? Just go shopping all day?
Yes.
You know what he said to me today? He said to me, do you think I always like to wear sequins? But you know what? Yes, Aaron, you do.
Yeah, Aaron, you like sequins.
He's got sequin underwear. What are you kidding? No.
We saw this really cool sequin jacket or something someplace recently. I forgot where it was.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it for New Year's if we do anything exciting.
Mike Todd just bought me a sequin jacket from Strawberries. Aaron has the matching pants, and he thinks he's getting my jacket. So right in front of everybody, he needs to know to keep his hands off my fucking jacket.
Oh,
there you go, Aaron. He's never going to listen to that.
One day you'll go look for your jacket. You'll have to go to Aaron's house to get it because Aaron will be wearing it. Aaron will stop at nothing to get what he wants. What is that puta doing these days? Is he singing all over, making money? What is he doing?
He's about to release something. I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
He said his album's getting ready to come out. He said it in the chat room.
His album.
He says he borrows. Album. He says he borrows from your closet, But the problem is that he doesn't return them.
From my closet. He never returns. He takes and keeps from my closet.
Which,
I know.
by the way,
that's what he just wrote.
She said she's going to get the body jumpsuit.
Yes.
Get the body jumpsuit, and everybody should get the "I Don't Care" book about the autobiography about Aaron Paul, written with Nathan James. And everybody should get it. And
Jimmy wrote something in it, and I wrote the forward, and that's why everyone should get it as well.
That's right. And Alphonse wrote, Aaron, watch out. I think Eileen wants your pants.
They have to buy the book because I wrote something in it.
Did you?
You wrote something too?
I'm pretty sure.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You never do. You always think you do, but you don't.
No,
you're mentioned in it.
No, what's his name said to me, write something about the book. And I did.
No, that was for Ike.
Oh, that was for Ike.
But that's all right, Jimmy, because I know who Aaron loves, because Billy Hess and myself have not even received one of his books yet, just so you know.
Well, I only got mine because I blasted him on. We blasted him on the air to 4.5 million people.
Well, you want me
to now I just did.
There you go. Now Eileen just did. And he says the album Dance is coming out at the end of October.
If we have to buy everything these people are pushing on our show,
we'd be broke.
Not even broke. We don't even have a sponsor. So, what is it? You work here for free and then you got to pay to push other people's goodies?
Plus, we get packages in the mail every day from people. We love it.
we got a king size mattress in the mail.
No. Did you really?
Yes.
No way.
Yes. They want us to sleep on it.
I'm supposed to sleep on it and then give them a shout out. They sent us a mattress.
Sleep on it?
Not yet. It's in the garage.
No,
it's still wrapped up. We didn't open it.
Yeah.
I got free sneakers too.
I'm figuring I'll wait for you when you come. I'll put it on a thing in the study.
Honey, I'm sleeping right between you and Jimmy.
Ron did do a celebrity quote about the book, though, about Aaron's book. You did do a celebrity quote about it.
Of course I did.
It's just it's not in the book.
Well, whatever it was, I did it for that little bitch.
Absolutely. So let's
ungrateful little bitch that never called me to thank
you
little bitch.
We love you, Aaron. So let's switch this a little bit. So now everybody knows we're all interviewers. We have 3 interviewers here, and everybody is always wanting to know more about us. So let's go. Who are the male and female that you haven't interviewed yet? Everybody, if you guys don't know you know who Ron and I have interviewed, and Ron's interviewed. Eileen has interviewed everybody. Cyndi Lauper, Melissa Etheridge, Jennifer Hudson. That's the one I want. Jennifer Hudson, Diana Ross, all these great people. And but we all have to have a bucket list of who's somebody that we really think that we would love to interview that we haven't yet. So we want to pick a male and a female, and we're going to go around and see what everybody says. Who is the male and female that they have not interviewed yet? Let's start with the females. Eileen, you go first.
I need to interview Billy Idol.
That's not a female.
She'll make him one.
Oh, you want me to do a female? I was a female.
She'll be so excited.
And then I looked around the room and I was like, okay. So, all right.
If Eileen met Billy Idol, she'd be so excited when
I
his
did
penis.
meet him.
Wait, when his penis is in her mouth, she'd bite it off, and he'd then be female. I know you met him, but that wasn't my joke.
You're gonna interview. You'll interview. I can't believe out of all the people in the world, though, that's the one you pick is Billy Idol.
Uh-huh.
Well,
and female, I would like to interview female. Does someone gay count?
It doesn't matter.
Listen, more gays, we're not prejudiced against.
I want to interview Jeffree Star.
Oh, that wouldn't be that hard, I don't think. I think you could interview Jeffree Star.
You think?
Who's Jeffree Star?
A super famous makeup person.
Oh.
Well, he's kind of like a singer, and he does everything.
He does everything, and he's really hot.
Yeah, he's really hot.
And I think he'd be really interesting. All right, you go.
Actually, the guy that we have coming on next, his name is Jan Birch, and he did a movie, and the name of the movie was
And now for a commercial break.
No, Cyber Bandits. And in Cyber Bandits stars Martin Kemp, Alexander Paul, Adam Ant, and Grace Jones.
I saw Cyber Bandits.
Well, he's one of the people in it because you saw it because Adam Ant is in it.
Because Adam Ant was in it. It's amazing. I'm excited now.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It'll be very cool. And so who are you? Who's a male and a female that you haven't interviewed yet that you want to interview?
Female, Sophia Loren. Because I met her years ago, and I would wonder if she remembered me because I was all over her, hugging her, kissing her, talking Italian to her. We made a film. I was an extra in her movie, That Kind of Woman. That's my female. My male star would probably be There are so many that I'd like to interview that are interesting. You know, give me a minute. Go on. You do you?
No, I don't even know because I have so many that I want to interview. But I would really like to interview Lady Gaga a lot, and I have like stupid ones of people who like blow me off who don't respond.
Let me guess. Molly Ringwald.
Yes, Molly Ringwald and Jenny Garth, two bitches. I can't believe they don't ever respond to me, but I would love
nothing anymore. I mean, she was.
I love Molly Ringwald.
She was a flash in the pan. She was
a
2-minute.
Are you kidding me? She hasn't stopped working for like 30 years.
Yeah, but nobody knows her. Nobody cares.
Yeah, they do. She's on Riverdale.
The
male would be. I have a lot of them. Let's see. I like Martin Sheen a lot, so I'd like to interview Martin Sheen. I would like to interview.
Everybody I want is dead. I would have liked to have interviewed Rock Hudson. I would like to have interviewed Tab Hunter, my sweet, loving dear
But you
friend.
already interviewed him.
Oh, right. Well, I would like to interview him again. You're right. I did interview Tab.
All right, I got one for you.
Okay.
What was the most, not the best or whatever, because we all have our favorites, and you know, some interviews are better than others, but who stands out in your mind most that you've interviewed, male, female?
Oh, my God. That's a tricky question.
John Barrowman, for me, was fucking awesome. And I don't know about female. I have to look and see. Female.
My best female.
Hold on.
I'd have to say Jane Russell because I love Jane.
Of course.
You know, I'm so prejudiced towards her. She was my buddy for years, and my mother, my sister, my lover, not my lover, but my love friend. But Jane wasn't the most interesting interview, I must be honest. I would have to go with Arlene Dahl when she talked about Lex Barker, Tarzan, raping Lana Turner's daughter, Cheryl Crane, when she was 10 years old. That was a very intense show. And Arlene Dahl denied it because she had then married Lex Barker after Lana threw him out. And I said, is it true? And she banged on the sofa arm and said, absolutely a lie. Lex Barker had a package so large, had he entered a 10-year-old girl, he would have killed her. And I think that was the most provocative interview of. Although Tippi Hedren was good talking about Alfred Hitchcock. I've had really some great interviews from really legendary superstars. And I'm happy that they trusted me enough to come out and talk about these things, knowing that I would handle it. You know,
I'd have to say like Joya Bruno from Expose because she's like one of my favorite singers on the planet, and we're friends, and I've interviewed her like 10 times, and I loved her. Wait, what about you though? Because now it's your turn. Answer your own question.
It used to be Adam Ant, but now, ever since Boy George, it's definitely Boy George. He was the most interesting person I have ever spoken to in my life. But a close second is the guy I interviewed yesterday. Okay, which is Caleb Quay. He was brilliant.
I don't know who that is. Either.
Caleb Quay is the guy who he has a new documentary coming out, and he's a guitarist who was Eric Clapton called the best guitarist in the world, and he is basically the guy who discovered Elton John, introduced him to Bernie Taupin, put him together, and made him famous. He's super interesting. We're gonna have him on the show soon, so we'll get to actually talk to him. But he's like super cool, and he's like a legacy in the world of music.
Sounds good.
And female is Mayor Cuomo's girlfriend.
Who the hell is that? She was
great. She is actually a chef. Okay, and her name is Sandra Lee, and she's actually like a chef on TV. But I interviewed her recently, and she was amazing. She was brilliant also. Brilliant.
You know who else I liked a lot was Rachel True, who was one of the witches in The Craft. That movie, The Craft.
Oh,
she was one of the witches. And also, we also interviewed Taryn Manning from Orange is the New Black, and she was freaking awesome.
In retrospect thinking, I really didn't get it on film. But when I was with Lauren Bacall, Humphrey Bogart's wife, I asked her off camera, I said, was Frank Sinatra really a piece of work when you dated him? She said, don't ask. She said he was probably one of the meanest men she had ever met and really cared for. He worked her over. He played her dirty. Then I said to her, Bogey was so much older than you are, and I couldn't use any of this stuff because she didn't want me to use it.
Right.
So we kept it very light and airy, which it stinks. It's a lousy interview, and I'm sorry that I don't own it. The company I worked for, they own it, and they won't release it to me. I'd love to see it again. But Lauren Bacall captured me. She had a way about her that was just intriguing. You couldn't wait for the next word she said because you had no idea what it was going to be. A tough broad, drank a lot, easy to talk to.
She was beautiful.
Well, when I knew her, she was old. I mean, I never got them young. I got them always old. But she was a stunningly attractive older woman. What I was impressed with was how big she was. I had no idea she was such a tall woman and a broad-shouldered woman. She was a big woman. But I really enjoyed her interview, if I could say that. But it wasn't.
You know who else was a good interview? And I'm not just saying this, okay? Mr. Ron Russell is an amazing interview.
Oh,
absolutely.
Because he tells everything. And
he holds nothing back.
Interesting way.
Well, because I've lived an interesting life and I've met interesting people. So I don't have crap to talk. I mean, I'm not a plumber. I don't talk about Louis next door, the painter. When I talk
Say
stories.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm going to get you. Don't. See what I mean? See what I mean? Do you believe this fucking Hitler? He tells you what to do. I'm not
I
finished.
told you that's what wives do.
Oh,
they're saying that in the chat room they want to interview Brian May.
What the hell is that?
Brian May is the guy from Queen. Queen, the band.
I would interview him.
Yeah, he would be a good interview.
Yeah.
He would be a very good
Anyway,
interview.
thank you. Now that I was interrupted, I forgot what I was talking about. But thank you, Eileen, for that compliment. God,
No, seriously.
Celebrity.
Seriously. I could have said Jimmy, and I did not.
No.
So.
Well, Jimmy's very dull. But Celebrity Cafe said they have never, ever printed an interview as long as my interview. It was in 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. And that's when they said, so much, could you come on and write for us? But, I think I said this earlier, I loved Stella Stevens, one of the nicest human beings on the planet. And I just found out that she's in a nursing home and has Alzheimer's. So little by little, the people that I want to interview are growing older and they don't want Skyping, and half of them don't remember who you are or what you are or your phone number. So it's difficult working with people in their 80s and early 90s.
Well, you better step it up then.
Well, no, now I'm going to have to go down to the younger ones that are in their late 70s, early 80s.
Stephanie Powers.
Stephanie, yeah, I'm going to contact.
Oh, my God, that's a great one.
Yeah, Stephanie. I don't want to do Raquel Welch because Raquel is very difficult. I've been in her company. She's difficult. And but there's a lot.
She turned me down for coming on the show.
Yeah, Raquel Welch.
No.
Raquel Welch lives in a bubble, and it's her own bubble. But there are so many actresses out there that Diane Baker and there's just so many people out there that are in their early 70s, but I don't know them. You see, I knew all the old bags because that was my era, but the younger ones I have to.
You know what though? But you got to still try. I try everybody. If they say no, they say no.
Well, I say, I write this on my page. Listen, it's free publicity. You have to pay for public relations. You have to pay a lot of money for PR. God, you're a PR. You know what that's all about. Here you're getting 5-6 million people to hear about you. They don't even know who you are. They think you're dead. Now come out of the closet. Jump on this thing that I'm doing, this Bob Osborne thing to keep old film alive. Jump on it. If you have a movie and you're a famous movie star from the 40s, be happy to be on the show and talk about your film. Bring it back to life.
Anybody should be happy to be on the show. People watching, people listening. What is an hour of their time? Big deal.
Yeah, well, a lot of the stars are old-fashioned and they don't care for the cursing or the subject matter or the way we're wacky and fun. But they don't realize when they come on, I'm a different person. I don't curse, and I treat them with a great deal of respect. And I speak kindly.
Depends on who the guest is. With you, unfortunately, Eileen, he just drops those fucks everywhere.
Listen. Eileen is not my friend. Eileen is mishpucha. She's like my family. Are you kidding? I mean, Eileen stopped being my friend 2 years ago.
So, Eileen, tell everybody what you
true.
got going. So you're writing a book and putting it together with all your interviews.
I am.
Can you talk about that a little or no?
Sure, I'll talk about it.
Okay, tell us what you're doing.
The book is called Waiting for Adam, semicolon, The Chronicles of a Fag.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't breathe. I cannot breathe from this.
And Adam is Adam Ant.
Oh.
I waited so many years to interview Adam Ant. It was so hard, and I finally did it, and that was great. But getting to meet him, I met the best people in life. So it's kind of a little bit autobiographical, and it's kind of funny. It's real funny, actually. And then it's pretty much everybody I've interviewed in life. You two have your own chapter. Really funny.
Well, you got to when you're in print, send me a copy. I'll read it and then talk about it. But it's got to be funny. It has to be funny. You know, I get so much on Facebook, Ron, when are you writing that book? Because they love when I talk about celebrities and my encounter to the celebrities over the last 60 years, maybe. God, can I say that? 60?
Yeah, you could say 60.
60 years I've met celebrities. I mean, way back from Greta Garbo, you know, when I was 21 years old till now. So they're good stories, and they're about legendary actors and actresses that we will never have again, superstars.
Ron,
yes.
You are an amazing artist. I don't know how many people know that.
Well, not really.
I need permission to I want one of your artwork in my book. Okay?
Yeah,
the one of me with my big boobs caught in an elevator.
Yes.
Can I use that? Would you let me use that?
Oh, honey, I'd let you use anything of mine. Mostly, you know what. But anyway, of course, I would give it to my heart and soul. I love that picture. It's because you didn't back into the elevator quick enough, so your knockers got caught in the door. That is a funny one. I like that one also. But I like the one of the three of you trying to get through the door. And
yeah, that was good.
What's her name, who I love? The black gal, the heavy, big black gal. You know who I mean.
Jackie Dupree?
No.
Oh.
The one that we drove home.
Jackie, I forget.
The one that we drove home. Oh, the publicist.
The publicist, the one that works the fashion show.
Oh, Yvonne?
Yvonne, who I love. Yvonne's one of my best Facebook people. I keep telling you, put eyelashes on. I hate you without eyelashes. Anyway, it's you, Yvonne, and somebody else trying to get through a door, and all of your breasts break the side of the plaster in the door frame. Because you're trying to get...
using that one, too. I think that's amazing.
You're trying to... Anyway, I did this, and it was a big thing, but I don't have the time to do that anymore. You know, I do more things.
You're so good at it. Well, see, I would like to see you do a coffee table book with that. I would even write the jokes if you wanted me to, go along with it. Can't we do that?
Yeah, it would be a toilet book. I would like to
exactly
hang it in the toilet. I love, years ago we used to have toilet books that people would read if they sat there longer than they should, and they were called toilet books. But
in my bathroom, I have a guest book for my toilet.
I should have had that. You know, I have a bed that everybody signed that slept in it. So I have quite a few celebrities that slept in that headboard, in that bed. And
honey, I'd run out of pages. I can't do that.
No. These were only selected big shot. I mean, like Mr. Blackwell, Jane Russell, and people like that slept in that bed. The super legends. I consider them. You know, people in the film today, they're like us. We don't have that in awe of. Because they're not stars, they're not glamorous, they're not beautiful. No one believed that Marilyn Monroe peed, shitted, and farted. It was like, no, Marilyn Monroe doesn't do those things. But she did.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
I can't picture it.
Well, Jane Russell said that she had to once, when they were doing Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, they were doing dancing for like 6 weeks, and Jane had to say to Marilyn to shower. Because Marilyn... wasn't very clean. She didn't have great hygiene, which everybody says. So Marilyn was not one to work out all day long dancing and then shower and come back to work.
Well, I think the two of you together are the best couple in life. I think you should win an award because you're you and Jimmy's so sweet and calm and kind.
We're going to win an Emmy. We're going to get an Emmy next year.
Such a lie.
You should get an Emmy.
Eileen, do you know what he's like?
She knows what I'm like. I talk to her a lot.
I once took a girl's roller skates, okay? And I had mine on, but I put my hands on hers, and I was like a horse rolling down the sidewalk. She behaved like a little screaming, yelling, carrying on that she wanted her roller skates. About a month ago, Jimmy behaved the same way.
That's not true.
Like a little girl screaming at me and yelling at me and saying all kinds of things. And then he's fine. But Jimmy has a temper. Jimmy's not all so wonderful.
We all have tempers,
Jimmy's
so that's
very
normal.
Temper, but Jimmy's very calm.
And he's very opinionated, and he doesn't like too many people. Actually, he can live without people. He's told me this a million times. He has his own. He also lives in a bubble, his own world. And sometimes I feel like I'm not there. You know, I have to fight my way in.
You know what? Jimmy loves to work. He has that work ethic.
Too much.
If he could be locked in a room for 48 hours alone working, even without food and water, he would do it. I would too.
He has. What are you talking about? He has done it.
I bet. I mean,
sure.
Jimmy tweets from the bathroom. Let's face it.
He does. Jimmy tweets everywhere.
I know.
I have to tweet everywhere. It's part of what I do.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a thing called life. There's a thing called people in your life. I mean, there are times that I lay in bed and I think, what the fuck am I doing with this guy? Really and truly, I should be with somebody my own age. And we could travel and go, do what all the old bags do. You know, get a guy 75, we'll say, not even 78. That would have been nice. But somebody so much younger than I'm always in his world. He rarely comes into my world.
That's not true.
It is true.
I can't get into everybody.
Jimmy's adorable.
I can't get into the chat room, everybody, so I don't know why I'm working on it.
I mean, everybody that we socialize with now are Jimmy's people, either the clients or the actresses and actresses or friends of his. And mine are not here. So I don't really mind.
Not true.
But you have great friends. Oh my God, you have Garrick, who I love more than life itself.
Oh yeah, Garrick and Tony, I love. They're my dearest.
You have Chris Bennett. I mean, come on, you have the best friends.
Yeah, but we don't see each other that often. Everybody works. Everybody's busy. This is Palm Springs where nobody gets old. You could be 90 and they're running a hat shop or something. Nobody sits here like Florida. Everybody in Florida, what are they? They play mahjong, they play dominoes, they lay by the pool, they have their nails done, and they die. All right? Here, the women 90 years old are running businesses.
Yeah, everybody here works. I love it.
They're producers. They're making movies. I mean, we have a friend, I won't mention who she is, but she's about 80. And she's got a hit film coming out, major film, by the way, in the big theaters coming out. And these people just don't quit. Nobody retires.
You know what, Ron? You're doing 4 movies.
Yes.
What do you think he's going to do while you're on set?
He's into 3 of them or 2 of them. He plays my. I can't say the film, but he's going to play my Oriental concubine. In one film. He's going to be in drag as a little Chinese girl. That's a comedy also.
He never told me that.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't. That's a spoof on Blazing Saddles. Then we're in a Churchill film.
We're in 2 Churchill films together.
I play a mafia guy in Churchill's film who is going to kill somebody up in the cabin, and a giant rat, huge rat the size of 2 horses, gets me. I won't say what he does, but anyway, it's an interesting film. We shoot that in November. And then the other film I can't even talk about, but it's a very famous person that's producing it, and it's about black cowboys.
You have 2 different Churchill films you're in.
Oh, cool.
So I'm really in 5 films coming.
How far away is Rochester from wherever you are?
Far.
It's about 8 hours.
Okay, it's too far. Okay.
Why? Who's in Rochester?
No, the Clown Motel thing we went to the other day. They're having a red carpet premiere in Rochester, and they said if we know anybody who wants to go, but like. You're not going to go 8 hours
only
for that
because
movie.
she's so north. She's North Long Island. Rochester's North Manhattan, North New York.
Hey, what's up?
There he is, little ham.
Love the haircut.
Yeah,
looks awesome.
You want to be an actor?
Today was Wacky Wednesday in school, so he needed green hair.
Oh, I love it.
You want to be an actor?
What does he want to be when you grow up?
What do you say?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Teacher.
A teacher.
Oh, that's good.
So Long Island.
Well, I love your hair and your little diamond stud. That looks fabulous.
There's 2 of them, actually. 1 on each ear.
Okay.
That Grandma bought, I'm sure.
No, Grandma didn't, but Grandma's very happy that he has them.
So what's going?
He just brought me a pumpkin spice.
Good.
Pumpkin spice. Oh, that's nice.
So now what's going on socially? What am I missing?
Nothing. I'm working all the time.
Me too. Him too. Stinks.
Now's the time to
I love
work.
it.
Christmas, I'll be social.
So
I gotta get
serious.
all
When
Yeah.
When are you coming to San Francisco?
Maybe in December, at the beginning of December.
The beginning of December, I think the second week in December, we've decided. And then I'll stay there and visit you. And
We'll find some cool things that we can go to. We'll find out when the red carpet premiere for Hanukkah is, and maybe you'll be here at that time.
yeah.
That would be great because that's a good. Everybody's going to be going to that one. That's a biggie.
Oh shoot, we gotta go
what,
though. We gotta go.
One thing I want to say, what pisses me off? They did a red carpet in New York, in Garden City of all places, and people were on the red carpet that weren't even in the business. They were just friends of somebody in the business. What the hell is going on with red carpets? Now I see an ad on my Facebook page saying, Thursday night, a red carpet for this movie. Come and be a volunteer to come on the red carpet. I mean, we have to wait online while these nobodies are on the red carpet.
Though I get screenings to very cool movies. I got an invitation before everyone sees it to Bohemian Rhapsody today, and I'm so excited about that.
That's going to be a good one. That's the story
Yeah.
of Queen.
Who?
Queen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Queen, the band.
yeah, I know. It's not
Freddie
Queen.
Mercury.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury. That's going to be a
I
good
would have
one.
liked to interview him.
Yeah, he'd be
I
a good
would love
one.
to have interviewed, yeah.
All right,
well.
so we got to go. So what we're
Okay.
going to do is, first of all, everybody, follow Eileen Shapiro on Twitter at Eileen Shapiro 3. If you need any PR services, her company is fabulous. It's at WorldStar PR. And we are fantastic. And if you're looking for something to read and you're waiting for her new book coming out, get her last book, which is called Precious Little Devils. It's on all the different digital download sites and bookstores everywhere you go. So check that out. And Eileen, we got to go because we got to call our next guest.
Bye, guys. Love
Bye. Love
Bye,
you.
Eileen.
Thank you for the visit, my honey. I love you.
Bye.
I miss you. Love you too much.
you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, honey bunch.
Yay, you guys. So that's Eileen Shapiro. We love her. She's fabulous.
I miss my friends in New York, Jimmy.
Yes, they're all good. I see them because they're all on Instagram too. So like they all like make comments on Instagram.